sometimes these messages can mean so many different things to so many different people, and it's just the universe, just giving you some extra guidance and really holding your hand and holding your heart when you need it most. Hey guys, it's Francisca and welcome to your monthly August tarot guidance reading. So we are in August. There's 4 months left to the year, and I love every time I see on the calendar that it's time to do the monthly readings, selfishly because it makes me appreciate how this universe works and how synchronicity works. So as usual, I am using 3 crystals for each of the readings, and this month I felt around my bag of crystals and I picked Chert Green for the first reading. This is a really good stone for the heart chakra, really great for when you're embracing new relationships or forming new relationships, even a new relationship with yourself too. It doesn't have to be a relationship with anybody else, or it can be a relationship with a future person that you're cultivating or creating there. Also instilling confidence in yourself, happiness, and embracing the uniqueness of other people. This is a really good stone for that. Again, that's Chert Green for the first reading. For the second reading, I'll be using snow quartz. A really beautiful stone for cleansing all of the chakras. Really great for listening and really inviting balance and of the yin and the yang. It's a really great stone to help with discernment. And if you're having some conversations that you kind of want to have some discretion about, this is a really great stone for that. Even though it's not a throat chakra stone, it's really great to balance all of the chakras, to really kind of help align your intention and align your vibration and get you into that aligned state. So that's for the second reading. And for the third reading, I'll be using Banded Carnelian. This is a really great stone for the sacral chakra, really great for confidence and motivation, creativity. It's a really stabilizing stone, and it's really great for clarifying your perception. Sometimes we can act from what we're feeling, which is really great, but sometimes we need to also check in with our perception, because sometimes we may not be reading the situation appropriately. And we may be really going with what feels right in our body, which is always a great thing. But when you're too much in the feeling, not enough in the heart, not enough in the thinking, not enough in following your intuition, and if all that's not balanced, then it can be like a tricky situation. So this is really good for helping you to get back into a good perceptive state. And again, really great for courage and creativity, all that sacral chakra stuff, processing feelings, because the sacral chakra is all about water movement, and really feelings need to move into and through you. They don't really need to stay anywhere, and they don't need to be pushed aside. So it's really great for kind of moving that energy and getting you a good, clear perception. So I'm ready to get started if you are. If you know which reading you want to choose, you can go ahead and click on the timestamp in the description box below so you can skip to your reading. But feel free to sit through all of these readings, because sometimes these readings may hit or resonate in different areas of your life. And you can use it as an overall general reading for your life if you needed to do that too. But again, the option is always there to just do a single reading and click on the timestamp in the description box below so that you can skip to your reading. But I'm ready to get started. So we're going to get started with our first reading, which is the Chert Green reading. Again, a really great stone for the heart chakra, really great for self-confidence, and also bringing hope and appreciating the uniqueness in others. So I'm just going to go ahead and, alrighty. I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. I think that's your current energy there, because it just kind of popped out. So I'm doing current energy, focus, and guidance. So I like this 3-card spread for like a monthly reading, just to kind of see, check in where you're at, check in where you kind of want to focus or need to focus, and then also check in what the guidance is from source. So that's why I call it current energy guidance, focus and guidance. Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is such, I always get excited when I see these readings, even though, you know, sometimes they look like they're a little scary. I really get so excited because I think that we don't appreciate sometimes the rough stuff, the hard stuff, the things that don't feel so good. What that does, our tears are sacred. They help us clear out what we don't need. And speaking of clearing out what you don't need, if you pick this, so your current reading is moving away from these stormy waters. 6 of Swords, really all about moving away from something that doesn't serve you anymore, like kind of pushing past that, and leaving room and space for you to focus on how you want to move forward. Focus on what choice you've left behind and what's the choice that you're moving to. What are you looking towards? What's that fiery, passionate energy? What's really calling your heart into that stabilizing place, into this really fiery energy, into the energy of the Aries, into the energy of this amazing, stable, structured place. There's something to be said about structure. The number 4 is a really important number. I love this because I love playing with numbers. Numerology is really what led me down this path of self-discovery, because I started seeing like all these triplicate numbers. I started looking into that. And anyways, I'm really going to play with the numbers here because we are in the month of August. August is 8. This 6 and the 6 of Swords and 2 of, of Wands really turns into the number 8. And when you divide that, you get 4. So it really is like this place where you like are focusing on the self, because 6 is the number of the self. You're focusing on the self. You're focusing on all of this inward angst or pressure that you may have had in the past that you've kind of like let go and release to help propel you into these calmer, safer waters. And you're really leading with the logic. You're letting that past anxiety kind of go and slip away and dissipate so that you can put yourself in that place of making that choice to choose yourself, choose the things that really energize, and really like kind of choose the energy that feels right to you, feels right in your heart. It's really about moving forward and really allowing yourself to move into that structured place of stability, that place where you don't even have to ask for it. Like it's there, you know it's there, you know that stability is there with the Emperor, a really masculine energy, and allowing that flow to kind of the waves to kind of guide you forward. She's not doing any work here. She's allowing herself to rest while she's moving, resting in movement. It's a really beautiful reading. So that's the reading for you if you chose the Chert Green reading. All right, now moving on to our second reading, which is the Snow Quartz reading. Again, a really great stone to help align all of the chakras. Really great for if you need to like process the learning of some lessons. Really great for, you know, balancing those or redirecting those limiting beliefs. And really helps to balance the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine energy. So let's see what the month of August guidance is going to be for you. Again, I'll be doing current energy, focus, and guidance. So current energy, focus, and guidance. Let's see, current energy and focus and guidance. All right. Oh, man, again, I just have to say that it's a really great space to look at what doesn't serve you so that you can let it go. Two of Swords, really about being confused about a choice. Maybe there's a couple of things pulling at you. But the current energy is really where I want to start. It's a really exciting month because there's a beginning of a new way of looking at things, a new way of looking at your what you're passionate about, a new way of looking at that fire that burns inside of you, a new way of looking at your maybe career, maybe looking at a new way of how you spend your creative energy, how you stoke those home fires. It's a new beginning for that. And so sometimes you may get caught in this confusing place that's pulling you back into this anxiety, maybe into this confusion, but really know that you can pull from the strength of yourself. You don't have to be all full force. You also don't have to be, meek and humble. Although that's sometimes there's place for that, but there's also sometimes a place for this quiet determination, quiet, really feeling of this energy that's strength that comes from it within, that resiliency that comes from knowing that, from doing all the things, from walking through that confusion and then making a choice and then falling into that stable place, again, that structured place, a really great place of mental clarity, really great space for making discerning actions, or discerning your actions and discerning your thoughts and discerning your feelings. It's really about taking that strength and compassion that you have inside of you and deliberately using it to pull you forward, and really knowing that you can plant those seeds of creativity. You can really plant those seeds of creativity. Yes, you might be stuck in some confusion and doubt, but just for a bit. And then you can deliberately pull yourself forward, deliberately just like really pulling yourself into that state of balance, really balancing that masculine and feminine. And again, I have to point it out. Source is pointing it out. 8, here it is for August, the number of strength. And if you notice here too, she's got this stone really at her core. Again, a really beautiful place that you can pull from strength. You can pull from your core beliefs and really to take you into that next level and the next phase of your journey. So that's the reading for the snow quartz. And for the final reading, we are using Banded Carnelian. Again, a really beautiful stone for the sacral chakra, really great for helping to clarify your perception. It's a really great stabilizing stone for courage and creativity. So let's see what the month of August guidance is for you. Again, we're doing current energy, focus, and guidance. So let's just see what current energy, focus, and guidance. So current energy and focus and guidance. Alrighty. Yeah, oh my gosh. This is a powerful reading. It's a really powerful reading because there's so much energy in this, and there's so much that the universe has in store for you, that you are really in a space of taking this energy and really moving forward with it. You're leaping into these new spaces and you're taking chances that you might not have ever taken before. It's a really great time. And if you don't feel like you're in that place right now, that makes a lot of sense because your current energy is the star. And the star is all about healing. It's about healing your heart. It's about knowing that even though in the past there may have been some things that have really hurt you, and you may have been heartbroken at some point, and you may have had to face a lot of stuff from the past. The star is all about integrating and healing who you are and passing that dark night of the soul and really finding the strength within you, and really pulling from that strength of the universe, the strength of source, the strength of God, whatever it is, your higher power, whatever it is that you call it, all of the above for some of us. Some of us really have to, use the strength of everything, the universe, crystals, tarot readings, breath work, meditation, whatever it is. Know that you're in that space of healing right now. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself that grace, because what's coming next is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. You are at this place where you may have been hurt before, but there is so much that the world has to offer for you. Like, the world is your oyster. Like, it is, the healing really brings about this new cycle, and you really let go of a lot of resistance to be able to move forward into the Fool's journey. And the Fool is all about taking all the resources, all of the lessons that you've learned, and really bringing them into this new space and walking out on faith, just really walking into that space, not knowing what's going to happen, because you've completed a cycle and you're on to the next, and really focusing on your intuition, really taking all the lessons that you've learned from healing before, completing that cycle, and then moving forward, just moving forward into the unknown, really moving into that space. And just like there's an infinite well of love, an infinite well of compassion, an infinite well of creativity, an infinite well of magic that is available for you. So really powerful reading. And I am so grateful to be a part of your readings every month. I'm so grateful to be here with you. There's so many lessons that we learn that sometimes feel a little bit difficult to take in, but just know that they're all to help you shed those layers so that you can become lighter and you can float and you can fly freely, without feeling like you are tied down or tethered to anything. So those are your readings for August. I hope that they resonated. And if they do, be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. I always love to hear how these readings resonate for you. And if you're part of my weekly newsletter, you'll get to see all of these cards up close, and so you can zoom in on them. And because sometimes what really happens is when you take a look at these cards, you can see a different cadence for your different cadence that maybe I'm noticing. You might be able to see some patterns or some themes that might be coming up in your life, and you can apply them in whatever way you need to. But yeah, if you're not part of my newsletter and you want to become part of my newsletter, you'll get weekly readings along with announcements and things that I don't normally do on YouTube. So yeah, if you want to sign up, the information is in the description box below. And I hope you enjoyed your readings, and I will see you next week. Bye.